Hello and welcome to Stir Crazy Podcast, episode 21. Not just the one-hit wonders of the return, but we are actually doing it for real. We saw The Menu, so we'll be talking about that coming up. Mom, you have something to say?
Yeah. My ears are a little loud.
It's a little too loud? Alrighty.
Just a little loud, but it's
Mine
good.
are
I like
quiet,
it.
so-
Oh, really? Okay, well then turn it up.
No, I don't need it to be loud.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes, much better. Thank you so much.
Don't want to leave the volume on 66, though. You know what I'm saying?
No. Ooh,
All right.
yeah. 67 or 65.
Yep. So, here we are, doing another episode. Theme song's still going. Mom.
What's our podcast about, Jonah? Should we remind people what we do here? Do we know what we
Podcast
do?
is a melting pot of many things. Not too many things, though. I would say movies, pop culture, occasionally what's going on in our lives. Yeah, we're kind of just seeing
Winging
what
it.
happens. Yeah. Movies, TV, I would say.
Movies,
I would
TV.
say TV is also in that equation. So, Mom, what's going on in your life?
Well, so I've been a little obsessed with this game, a
Oh,
phone
yeah.
game.
I did.
I would, take a break or at night, just like instead of scrolling whatever else, I was playing a game. And it was like a little puzzle game where you get stars and then you get to go buy things for this house. And, I started paying for the game.
I feel like you never understood why I loved video games as a kid, but now...
I mean, I played Mario Kart and like Duck Hunt and things like that, but yeah, I had to get rid of the game.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
I would find myself playing and then being like, $15. Okay. And then I'm like, how
adds
much
up.
money am I
Yeah.
this game? It's not good. And it also keeps my brain going when I really need to like not do that.
It's probably still better than TikTok or Instagram or...
I don't have to pay for
YouTube.
those though. But yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
but I mean, intellectually speaking, I don't know if the others are more
I just
stimulating.
need like a free game.
You should
But
get
then I
Minecraft.
would just be, I'm already doing computer things all day and
Yeah.
doing that and being on and talking and whatever. I need, like, I'm going back to my books.
That would be so funny if I walked in and you were on a headset talking to other players.
Yeah, right. I don't think we'll get that. I mean, the headset would get me because
Maybe
I
one
do
day
enjoy
you
wearing
got
the
your little
headset.
computer.
Get out of here. I'm building my world. No.
One day.
No, the game is not for me. It's not, no,
Yeah.
it's not relaxing.
Stopping from the rabbit hole.
It's
yeah.
obsessive and it's, no, I don't need that.
No.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah. Anything else?
2 really fun parties this weekend. Hannah's birthday was this weekend. My friend Leanne's birthday was
A lot of
yesterday.
birthdays.
Kyle, our neighbor, was yesterday. He had a karaoke machine. He had a stage, and it was really fun.
Good.
we had a
What'd you
good time.
sing?
I sang a Bonnie Raitt, of course, my bread and butter. I sang a little, somehow I got into the Kid Rock of it all and went
Interesting.
hard on Devil Without a Cause.
Okay. That's a fun one.
Sarah sang Caribbean Queen. Haley got up there and sang A Whole New World.
Aw.
He brought out bongo drums. There were espresso martinis. It was a really fun night.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It was really fun.
And we have the puppy's birthday party coming up
Puppy's
this weekend.
birthday. Puppy's going to be 3.
21. The
21,
big
21st
yeah,
birthday.
She can drink now. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm not going to give her any.
Maybe a little.
We'll have some mocktails. Some
It's like
Pop-
a little
pop
pun.
tails?
Yeah, a little pun.
Pop
tails.
tails?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the tails. I knew there was a pun in there somewhere. Somewhere there
Couldn't
was.
find it.
What's going on with you?
Nothing really, to be honest. Just valeting. Valeting, seeing movies, acting class. Got a good little Secret Santa from the acting class, a Nerf gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's great present.
He won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely he
Yeah.
won.
Your monster cookies were good, but
Yeah, no, they were.
you could have just bought a Nerf gun.
Yeah. I don't know if the guy I got would have appreciated the Nerf gun. Maybe he would have.
You don't think he played airsoft as a wee lad?
Well, I think he might be past that phase where I'm still kind of.
Are boys ever really
Youthful.
past the
I don't know. That's why
airsoft
I don't know.
thing?
You know, I'm not there yet. I'm not
I
sure.
doubt
He
it.
probably would have liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So, anyway. Oh yeah, let me. Oh yeah.
So the season finale of White Lotus is on tonight. I'm really excited
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. I need to catch up. I think I have one more episode to watch, and then the finale. So I'm gonna
So-
kind of have it go into it.
So in this show, like, does something happen, or is it just the interactions of the people, or is there anything truly crazy that happens?
No,
or is it
something
just
happens. It
drama?
starts off with a drowning, and you don't know who drowned.
Okay, so it's it's kind of a mysterious vibe. I remember from the first season,
Mm-hmm.
somewhat.
They're trying to figure out where everybody, what their intricacies are. That's wrong. What am I trying to say?
Intricacies.
Intricacies
I saw where you were going with that.
and also remember that it started off with a drowning, and you wonder who that's going to be. So,
I feel like it was Theo James' character. Don't know anything about the show. Just that's my guess.
I don't know. It looks like a woman's
saw one
foot.
scene.
If you go look at.
Oh, you don't know
foot.
who drowned?
No.
You don't
but
know. Oh, but like you
I
know
wouldn't
someone
mind killing
in
that
the
guy
show-
because he is such a douchebag.
You know someone in the show is gonna die, not that someone killed that person.
We just know there's a drowning. And how it happened, we don't know.
So the drowning, but was the drowning something that's gonna happen at the end of the show that they like foreshadowed at the beginning? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and Theo James, is married to another lady that's also kind of an asshole. They're just kind of
Okay.
asshole couple that love each other, but 100% cheat on each other and don't really have a whole lot of scruples about it.
Okay. So maybe no motivation.
I don't know. There's another family that the granddad and the grandson are together looking for, some Italian history that they have, like
Okay.
ancestors that were there. But you find that like they're getting a divorce. The dad's getting a divorce. The wife's done with him because he's a womanizer and he can't keep it in his pants. And his granddad is the same way. And then you kind of see the grandson but he's got a soft heart about it, but you see where he could take that turn. It's just it's a character study.
Okay, I see.
With great scenery and
Yeah,
it's
where is
quirky
it?
and funny and weird.
Where is it?
Sicily.
Sicily. Okay. Is that the Amalfi Coast?
Off of the Amalfi Coast.
Okay. I didn't know.
Esty Haim or Hayam, my favorite girl band, Hayam.
Just gonna do a little
She
bit
did
of
the
that.
music
Yeah.
for that. She also did the music for Licorice Pizza, but she did the music for White Lotus too. I
Oh, I
believe.
didn't know they did the music for Licorice
Yeah,
Pizza too.
yeah.
Oh wow. I like when I see who is
She does a lot of stuff.
Okay. Is she one of the is she the singer?
She's
Or
the bass,
I guess they're all
bass
singers.
player.
Okay. Or whose was Trent Reznor a part of?
9 Inch Nails.
Because I really like what he did Social Network and stuff. He really made the transition.
He does a lot of movies now too.
I think he did Bones and All, which I haven't seen.
I haven't
but,
either. How do you
yeah.
feel about seeing that?
I want to see it. I think they're both good actors. So she's from Waves.
Oh,
that comedy.
God, Waves, that comedy. Best comedy, Waves. Ooh,
Yeah.
Waves. I loved that movie. I don't
did
want to
not.
see it again,
I
but
did not.
I loved it.
It was too much for me.
It tore me up.
It was just depressing as hell.
It takes you on an emotional roller coaster again. I don't want to see it again, but I thought it was good, very good for what they were doing.
I think I'd rather watch Requiem for a Dream than that movie.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just remember feeling very down watching that film.
Yeah.
With no up at the end.
No.
Apparently, but I guess at the end she does kind of have a relationship with the Lucas Hedges character. And that's kind of supposed to be the little flourish.
No, that yeah, right.
But I think by that
Oh, it's
point,
that girl.
I was so checked out. Yeah. Not
Oh, it's
checked out, but I
very
was so like
depressing.
exhausted. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't even care about this right now.
Yeah, that was a, but Bones and All, I'm not
It's
really
well
quite
made.
understanding. It's kind of got California vibes,
I don't think so.
like California with a K.
What's that?
It's that movie, I think it was
I don't know.
Juliette Lewis and Brad Pitt, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, it's
no,
another
Woody
time
Harrelson.
of.
I don't
No,
know.
that's
It's Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
But it's giving me that. And I
Yeah.
don't quite understand why they're eating people. Is that
I
just
think it's
something
like-
that they are? They're cannibals and that's what they're doing?
It's
Or how
like-
does it get introduced?
I think it's kind of this idea that like they have to. It's a flaw in them.
Isn't
in a
it
way.
weird how they're doing that movie? Like he's doing that movie. It's a
Yeah.
Luca movie and Army Hammer is a cannibal.
Yeah, I'm just saying keep that.
What's wrong? Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if he wrote it before or if afterward he got the idea for it.
Maybe he did get the idea.
Maybe
after.
he was
I
like,
did watch
I
House
love
of
Army.
Hammer.
Maybe he's like, I love Army Hammer. You know, it's just something he can't control. I want to make a movie like, I don't know. I doubt it. But because he doesn't seem like he would approve.
Who
But he made a
knows?
movie about it. So
Who knows?
it looks well made. What's his name?
I'm sure it's
Mark
gonna be
Rylance is in
well-made.
it. The guy from, he's in a lot of stuff. He's in a few Spielberg movies. What's that? Bridge of Spies. He won an Oscar for that.
I didn't watch Bridge of Spies. Is that the Tom Hanks one?
I think he
Yeah.
might be in that. Mark Rylance is like the Russian spy though that they're interrogating. Yeah, I think Tom Hanks is in that film. I got to see that though. Thoughts on so Taylor Swift will be directing a movie.
What?
Yeah.
What movie?
I don't know yet, but it's her Fox Searchlight, I believe. She has been signed on to direct a film. Thoughts?
Huh. I wonder if her boyfriend's going to be in it.
Oh, I bet he'll have at least a small role. I doubt he'll be the
I just
main
wonder
character.
why would they just sign her on to, they've
Well,
got
she
to know what
directed
the,
a few of the music videos.
videos.
All Too Well is really well made.
Yeah, I just wonder like what's the story? Does she know?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what the story is, but I imagine it'll be like imagine All Too Well was just a 90-minute movie.
I think she'll be able to do it.
I think it'll be really good, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it'll make money too, for sure.
Of course it will. I mean, who is more
Yeah.
bankable than her?
Honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard it on another podcast, but I believe it is like there's going to be a lot of people who will want to be in that movie for a cheaper payday. Like people will just want to be in a
Will
movie.
just be
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
I know she's friends with Chaim. I wonder if.
Oh yeah. I bet they'll
she
have a
was
small
so
role.
good. They were so good in,
She was really
in Licorice
good.
Pizza, and she was really great in that movie. I really liked that movie.
I did too. I wonder what he's going to do next. I think it might be announced, but
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
him
don't
in
know.
anything.
no, I was going to say I meant Paul Thomas Anderson, but
Oh.
also him. Yeah, because he hasn't really done anything else.
Well, didn't Paul Thomas Anderson do The Whale?
No, Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, Darren Aronofsky did The Whale.
Yeah, so that's going to be intense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'd probably be more like, oh, this will be really like heartwarming if Paul Thomas Anderson did it, but
Yeah, Darren, you just never know where it's going to go.
probably just gonna be tragic.
Uh-huh.
He's probably gonna die at the end or something.
Sure. I mean, he is like a 700-pound man. Like,
Yeah,
I think
it's surprised
gonna
he's still
live too long.
moving around. Yeah, I don't think he is moving.
We saw the menu. Oh, you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I wanted
Do you
to
wanna
bring
go to the
up?
menu?
I just want to say, we never talked about it. The Chrisleys.
Are they in jail now?
They were sentenced to like 9 years and 11 years in jail. 9 years, the mom, and 11 years, the dad.
They probably won't go to regular prison though. I can't imagine.
That's
they
a
do.
long fucking time.
No shit. How? Didn't they do like insane fraud though?
Yeah, like they were overinflating their net worth to take out multiple loans, bank loans, like $30 million in bank
How much
loan
weren't they
fraud.
already pretty rich? I don't know. I don't get that when you're already
think
like
he was
rich as
just
hell.
Greedy.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, they were definitely characters, I would say.
Yeah, and you could tell like something was fishy, you know?
Yeah, how did in the show did it say they made their money?
He bought a bunch of shopping malls or something.
Oh.
Bought a lot
Like,
of
actually, that
shopping
could
malls.
be pretty profitable.
What does it say? Conspiracy to defraud banks out of $30 million. They inflated their wealth to get these loans.
Unreal.
No, Todd got 12 years and Julie got 9.
He probably was the leading it then, I
That
guess.
is a long fucking time.
Yeah, especially
Like,
when
what
you're
would
that
you
age.
do if you, like, somebody said, hey, guess what? You have to go to jail for 9 years. I would fucking run. I'm not lying.
Oh, I don't
I would get
don't
a
think
fake
I would do well in
something.
prison.
I don't either. You're so cute.
Yeah, I'd probably get destroyed.
Yeah. Ugh. Ouch.
No, I would run pretty far, pretty fast.
I would run.
Yeah. I don't know where I'd go, though. I'd probably have to go to Europe if I can get on a plane if I have time.
I try to go to like a
Mexico- no,
small island
Canada.
or,
I'd probably go to Canada.
yeah, get a whole new identity.
It's not easy, though.
It's not easy, but I don't want to be in there. That's why we are not going to do anything
Yeah.
illegal to go to jail.
I don't know,
mean,
the older I get, the more I
Jesus.
realize how not easy it is, but easy it is to get imprisoned. You know what I mean? Like when I see some kids like get in fights, like, oh, they just get a slap on the wrist. But if I get in a fight, you know, it could be jail time. You know what I mean?
What kind of fight? Like a
I don't
knife
know.
fight?
Like, what is the jail time if you like really hurt someone in a fight?
Well, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Just a little. The older
Like
I
you
get, the
could
more I
get
realize how easy it
manslaughter or
is.
murder
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can
mean, you
easily
have to
accidentally-
be. Yeah, but accidentally is a little different than like.
I don't know.
I don't either.
How do you prove it?
How do you prove it?
Crazy stuff. Oh, I want to say this. So I was at Jake's yesterday,
Okay.
and we watched an episode of Survivor
Mm-hmm.
from season 13, me and his brother and him. Guess how they divided the teams back then?
Girls and boys?
They went by race.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like,
what
I
year
can't,
was this?
this would not fly today.
What year was this?
Season 13. So when did the show start?
What
98?
were the races?
Asians, blacks, whites, and Hispanics.
No.
Yes.
For a task?
Each tribe, like,
Oh,
that's how
each
the
tribe?
tribes, yes.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just like, this is hilarious. Like, I can't believe they're doing this.
That is
you know
wild.
what I mean?
That's wild.
And like, they're talking about like their strengths as a race and stuff. I'm like, what is
Ooh.
happening right
Oh goodness. Ugh. Ugh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Because we used to watch it a little
We
bit.
used to, but I don't remember that. I mean, I feel like I watched like 1 or 2 seasons. We were into The Amazing Race. But I
need to
mean,
get
I
back into
couldn't
that.
remember what happened on a season. I remember
Yeah.
getting into one and then you're like waiting for the
Exactly.
next one. But then, I don't know, what is it? Survivor season 42 now or something?
Yeah, they do 2 a year, I think.
Oh, no.
Would you go on it? I told you right now, can go on Survivor.
I go on Survivor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Win that million?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you'd be pretty cutthroat.
It's a mind game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's
It's just about staying on the island.
Yeah.
Because people vote you off, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I'd rather go on The Amazing Race with you.
Oh,
though.
100%.
Are we going to try out for that?
Yeah, we really should
I
send in
feel
a
like
video.
all they do is pick celebrities now, like
Do
Big
they?
Brother couples or
Oh, I
twins
think they just do
or
that.
twins. They did. They had twins one time. Like,
But that's not-
all twins or
Oh.
or like Celebrity
Well-
Big Brother or like, you know, somebody's a movie star and their brother or something.
I think they usually do a couple of the teams have something special about them.
So
but there's
people-
just a few to kind of get you in the door,
Yeah.
but then the rest of them are usually
Good.
just relationships, I think. Like
oh,
mother,
yeah.
son,
I think
brother,
we need
sister
to try
type
to get
deal.
on The Amazing Race.
We really should. I got to look that up.
You would have to do all the jumping out of the things.
That's fine with me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm okay with watching you jump out of things though.
I don't think I'm okay with me doing it. But I mean, if I died on it, that would kind of maybe if the acting career takes off, we could easily get on it. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, it's like then you have to like eat, you know, I don't know,
I think I could do that.
a
too.
rat's butt or something.
Like,
you know, they always have these.
I'd
weird
eat meat for
things.
the show. You know what I mean? I wouldn't
yeah.
hold to myself that much.
Yeah. I think we'd be good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I would just hate to go on and then leave the first round.
Oh,
that would just be
so
the worst.
depressing. We wouldn't. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think the first round. There's usually
We're-
someone that's far more incompetent. It's just if we did a challenge and we just got really bad at it, that's the only fear.
It's really about breaking down with each other, you know?
I don't think we'd fight.
I don't either.
No.
I think you'd be like, Mom, stop it. And I'd be like, okay,
Oh, I'd be pretty like,
focused.
I'm not going to rest until this is over type deal.
Me
You know
too.
what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah. It would be tough though.
Well, we watched The Menu, everybody. If you haven't gone and seen The Menu,
See it.
starring Mr. My boyfriend, Ray Fiennes. Ray Fiennes is so fines. I want
I
a
knew you were gonna
t-shirt that
say
says that. Ray Fiennes is so fines. He's just so sexy and deranged in this movie, but with reason.
I mean,
It's a really,
not great reason.
what would you say? A dark comedy?
I would say a social satire, dark comedy situation.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, so it's about a chef who invites guests to an island. We're going to spoil the film a little bit. We might not get into like the proper details, but I think it's still worth a watch even with the spoilers. Maybe we can do like a little 5-minute session, no spoilers, and then transition into spoilers. Thoughts?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, go ahead.
He invites 20 or so guests to an island for a special dinner surprise, and they all are related to him in some way.
They all
shape,
want
or
it. They're all
form.
foodies. They all want or be or foodies.
I wouldn't say they're all foodies.
But they all signed up for the dinner and got
Yeah,
chosen.
yeah.
It's not like he sent out invitations to them. They signed up.
Yeah, I see you. Foodies or richies, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the main character is played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and she is invited by
Nicholas
a
Hoult.
man played by Nicholas Hoult, who is the foodie of foodies, to experience this night.
This
And
10-course meal where you don't know what's going to happen. The scenery is outstanding.
yeah,
I really like it's on this island and then there's just this restaurant there. But you're in the restaurant the whole time and the windows look out on the ocean and it's a really cool vibe.
Mm-hmm. Good double feature with Knives Out too, I'd say. Similar vibes, you know what I
Very,
mean?
that's what I wrote.
One
funny
location
how-
type film.
That's kind of coming out, you know, the Knives
Yeah,
Out thing happens,
yeah.
all these little social, funny when you see a movie do really great and then there are a lot of other movies in the genre that come out.
Yeah.
But they did it well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it was really well done. Who else was in it? Who was the guy that played the actor? That guy's somewhat famous. John Leguizamo?
Oh, John
Is that his name?
Leguizamo. Yeah, John
Yeah.
Leguizamo.
Um,
Judith Light. Miss Judith Light makes an appearance.
is she the critic? Or who
No,
is she?
she's the wife.
the wife of the rich guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, Judith Light.
What's she from?
Who's the boss? Tony Danza. It was a very popular sitcom on when I
okay.
was younger.
Gotcha.
Who's the boss? She was also in a movie that Emily and Karen and Sarah and I were obsessed with that I'm sure nobody saw because it was a made-for-TV movie and we taped it on our VHS. It was a little film called My Boyfriend's Back with Sandy Hogan. And I forget the other one's name, but they were singers that sang "My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble." Hey, la. Remember that song?
Yeah, were they like they played the backup singers or something?
Yes,
Or
and they
that's what-
came back together, and it was just it really was a made for TV movie, but it was delightful.
No, I like stuff like
But
that.
Judith Light, I love that she made this appearance.
Yeah, nice little cast. Mm-hmm. And basically, over the course of the night, they get progressively weirder meals, I would say, that become more personal as well. Let's just get into spoilers. This is
And now we're
pointless.
gonna start talking about it.
Yeah. I really like Nicholas Holt's character. I thought that was really fun of him to play like, I feel like against type almost. Actually, no, it's not. He plays nerdy people a lot.
Yeah.
But so he's like obsessed with food to the point where all this madness is happening, violence, people dying, but he just is in for the ride because
And he
this is
just
his
really-
favorite chef ever.
And he really wants him to like him, and he does
Yeah.
not like him.
No, he just wants to be loved by this chef. and is appreciating all the meals, while Anya Taylor-Joy's character couldn't give less of a shit about the food.
No, and we also find out she's an escort.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had somebody else going, and then her name's not on the list.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that's
yes.
what was funny. The hostess.
Oh yeah.
The hostess does not care
No.
at all. I was getting a kick out of it coming from like the
food,
serving
yeah.
perspective and working in a restaurant, and just these asinine things people say to you, like,
Yeah.
I know the chef. I know. Oh my God, the restaurant I used to work at. I know the owner. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
great. I know the owner too.
Exactly.
You don't have a reservation. But the way they were kind of slowly realizing that they were going to probably die tonight
Yeah.
was very funny and weird. It had a little...
Very weird.
Yeah.
I think that's where I liked it, but I did have a little disconnect. I'm like, why are the chefs, and the chefs are going to kill themselves too for this night for a reason.
I think it's that thing of like, he was a chef to begin with. He was a cook to begin with. He wins these Michelin awards. He becomes, one of the most popular chefs in the world, and people come and they critique him. Or they're just having him, try to make something totally different. And I think this is blah, 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 blah. And it's like they're tearing apart his very creations and made him into somebody that he didn't necessarily want to be. He also made himself into somebody he doesn't want to be. But yeah.
Sorry, we got a little technical difficulties. I heard all that. Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Like with the no substitutions thing, I think he kills someone because they keep asking for substitutions or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's
Well,
me.
I think when things really turned was, he has, when you're a chef of that caliber, you're not really cooking, but your sous chef is, and all your chefs in the kitchen
Yeah.
are making whatever you told them to do at that, precise moment. But when that one course was, they laid out a blanket or a sheet on the floor and said it would be an interactive course. And then the sous chef comes up and just shoots his brains out, really. And you're like, wow.
Yeah,
how do you get
yikes.
off this island? You can't.
No boat. And then the whole, they've managed to get help at one point. Only when the guy came, he turns out it was all a gag.
He was
and
in
he
on
was
it.
just a chef. I kind of want to rewatch to see if I see him in the back.
I
at the
also want to
beginning.
rewatch because I don't remember. I know we just saw it, but like, why did she get to leave?
So it's a bit of a cheesy thing. Give me one moment.
Because he really like cared about her and said she's not one of them. And
I would call it like a Ratatouille situation. You know what I mean?
no.
So, one moment.
Ratatouille, like the Disney film, which is also just an excellent film if you haven't watched it. Okay, Ratatouille.
Yeah, so I was saying the Ratatouille reference was like... So remember the end of Ratatouille? He's this awful critic, and then he eats this food that brings him back to his childhood. Mm-hmm. Where she, like, there's this, like... They kind of leave the movie for a second, and it's just that interaction with them, and she's like, I just want a burger.
Right.
Because she saw that picture of him making a burger as, like, a kid, and knew that's where he got his start, and that would bring him back to what
That's
really
right.
got him going. So that's kind of where the Ratatouille...
Yeah, she kind of
comes
changed
from.
the trajectory, brought
Yeah.
that back in.
Yeah.
I was just looking. So that hostess is Hong Chow. She's also going to be in The Whale.
Oh,
And she was in Downsizing.
I never saw that. Is
You
that
didn't? The Matt Damon one?
No, I
You
heard it wasn't
didn't?
good. Was it?
It's
good?
not, but it was kind of, I don't know. I liked
I
the
heard
world.
it starts like they kind of give up on the premise pretty quickly. I've heard.
They do. It goes into a different way, but I just kind of liked being in that world.
Okay, no, I get
It's
that.
kind of
I
like
get
being
that.
in the Don't Worry Darling world.
I enjoyed.
I
Don't Worry,
liked
Darling.
Don't Worry Darling
I enjoyed
very
it.
much. I would very, very much recommend that one as well.
I had its issues, but I liked it overall. I'd say. I think it was just someone talking next to us.
Oh,
that
right.
kind of took me out of it a little bit. But I didn't get the hate for it. It wasn't as good as Booksmart, I don't think, but I still enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it got too much. Harry Styles got too much hate, I think, as an actor. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he was fine.
Yeah. No, he did the job. Florence Pugh is always really great.
Yeah.
What another thing I liked about the movie is I felt like, I don't know if it was improv or what, but you know when all the characters are walking onto the island, they kind of are having their own little conversations that you can kind of pick up on, but it's not like, it's never the focus. They keep it on them, but you can still hear what's going on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I really liked that touch.
I like that
It felt
too.
really, it felt almost like a documentary at some points.
Yeah, that
And
they're
they're
just
kind of like,
mic'd.
just riff. You know what I mean?
Maybe they did do that.
Yeah, maybe. A
Just
lot of them
kinda
are comedy actors, so.
Talk. Because it was a dark comedy. It was
Oh,
quirky,
yeah.
thrilling, obsessive. Like everybody was very obsessive with themselves, whether it
yeah.
was about food or their career or just having an inflated ego, being just self.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And the movie did have an effect on me, I'd say, in the sense that when we were watching it, I was like, I got to be less critical of stuff. I'm not so super critical of movies, but I've had this kind of in the past few months been like, I got to stop being so like looking for the issues, I guess, and just accept them more.
Picking apart.
Because I feel like sometimes I pick apart in the way like, how could this be better instead of just accepting it as it is. So the movie did have an effect on me in that especially when he took out that guy from the audience, the Nicholas Hoult character, the foodie obsessed guy, he tells him, "You're the most food obsessed person here. Why don't you make me something?" And he's so nervous.
Can't do anything.
And I was thinking to myself, like, if I was acting and I was using a substitution, I would probably use like Steven Spielberg or something, telling me like, make a movie.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Like, make one if you really know how to do it so well.
Yeah, you're kind of like sitting in the restaurant of the movie critics, and you have Scorsese or Spielberg.
And they're
be
just
like,
watching you and they're like, come on now.
Yeah, what do you know?
Yeah. And he just makes an awful dinner and then kills himself.
And then kills himself. That's
Yeah.
right. He
But,
convinces him to kill himself.
Like, he was so obsessed with food that he knew the meal would end with him dying, but it was worth it.
But it
you
was
know?
worth it. But it was worth it. It's a wild ride. I
don't
really
know.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people in movies think to themselves, like, if I'm doing this stunt and I die, like, you better use this take. You know what I mean? You would want that to happen.
Yeah.
Not that you would kill yourself for it, but if it happens to happen,
Hey, Tom
let's
Cruise
use
hung
it.
off a
You know
plane,
what I mean?
right?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. The new
Yeah,
one
Nicholas
was-
Hoult has grown up. Now, Anya Taylor-Joy, I have had this weird, do I like her, do I not kind of thing. I think she's really good. She was in that creepy movie.
She's like the
What
female
was the
Timothy,
creep-
I feel like, you know?
But then with her, I don't know. There's something about her that was bugging me. And now I'm trying not to be bugged anymore. It's not a Kristen Stewart thing.
No.
But
There's just what I like now, too, though.
I watched Spencer on the plane.
Didn't like it. It's not like a biopic.
I liked it. She was still doing that thing she does. You know?
How do you know Diana didn't do that?
She did have a little bit of that vibe, but like, I don't know.
Kristen Stewart, come on the pod. No, I liked Anya Taylor-Joy in this. I noticed kind of with her, I feel like I'm so used to seeing her
Her
play-
American accent is great, I will say.
I was thinking that, I'm not even questioning it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I do see actors kind of go in and out a little bit.
I think Nicholas Hoult has a British accent too.
That's right. I didn't even think
They were
about it.
great.
I guess when you grow up in England, you just consume like American movies all the time. And I'm sure in school they have to do scenes in American, like in English.
Do you think you could do a whole, as a British person, would you be from South London?
It's
or
funny
would
you
you
say
be
that.
from South London?
Hello,
Hello.
governor. No, I was gonna do. I was actually thinking about it. I was thinking I was gonna do this because I have to do a monologue on Wednesday for class, And Nick's like, have a character with it. And so I was like, I might just do a British accent. Because I feel like kind of a little, maybe like a little London type thing.
I like
Like,
the little London thing you
Are
did
you mental,
before.
bruv?
What?
You know what I mean?
What did you just say?
I said, are you mental, bruv? Bruv?
Bruv?
Yeah, they say that.
Bruv is a thing?
Hi, bruv.
It's mental and brilliant and hey bro. Bruv.
What the hell you think you're doing?
Are you bloody kidding me?
Exactly.
You're like Eliza Doolittle.
Who's that from?
My Fair Lady.
I have to see that.
You should.
I need to see more classics.
You should watch My Fair Lady because it goes into, it's basically about her coming. She's a lady who sells flowers and she goes into Henry Higgins' house. My name is Henry Higgins. That's what I said. Henry Higgins. So he teaches her vernacular and how to speak as a
she
lady.
American and goes to England, or she's English
No.
and goes to a rich
She's-
place in England?
She
What are you saying?
meets him. She's
Okay.
a flower girl.
Is
She
this in
sells
England or
flowers.
America?
It's in England.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then gets brought into high society, kind of?
They make a bet. It's kind of a Taming of the Shrew
Oh, I do enjoy.
movie.
Plays on that story.
Yes. And I
Just
think
based
you'd
on
really
12
enjoy it.
things I
And
hate
it's a
about you.
musical.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I can't believe I haven't shown you.
I want to say you've meant to.
I know I've had it on. I just can't believe I haven't sat you down and I'm parent fail, mom fail, bad mommy.
I've seen all
bad mommy.
I've seen it. I think you showed me a lot of movies, though, so I don't think it's a fail. I don't think you're a failure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You want to watch My Fair Lady tonight?
Maybe.
Mm.
Take a rain check on that. What else? I liked the critics as well. I liked their little character. I love movies with pretentious people.
Pretentious
I
people.
think it's
Every
a
single
fun-
one of them was a pretentious person.
Yeah, and the business bros.
The business bros. Yeah.
They just played
we're
it.
bankers. We're investment bankers.
They're very natural. Like, do you know who I work for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they see their boss like hanging outside. Oh,
That was so.
with angel wings
Odd.
on. And then they slowly drop him into the ocean and he drowns.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
and you're
something.
still laughing.
Yeah.
You're like, what is
Because
happening
it's
here?
so ridiculous.
What else did this guy write? Do you know?
Oh yeah. I haven't looked, but I did enjoy also like when the actor, he's like, "What did I ever do to you?" He's like, "My one day off, in months, I watched Dr. Sunshine, and I can't look at your face."
And it was the
anymore."
worst movie I've ever seen. And that's why you're here. Oh my gosh. Oh, so funny.
The Menu. What else?
But it is very Knives Out. It actually made me want to see Knives Out.
I think that comes out in a couple of weeks.
Seth Reese and
Mark Millode. Oh, he did Game of Thrones, Succession, Shameless.
wrote on those.
He directed those. The director.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
Seth Reese. Oh, this seems to be one of their first. Oh, they're like late night
he
writers.
wrote and he wrote for The Onion. That makes a lot of sense
Yeah,
because it is a satire.
yeah. And Last Week Tonight
Yeah,
with John Oliver. Yeah,
that's a funny show.
and then when she visits his house and stuff, and he just has the kitchen recreated in there to practice every day because that's all he does.
That's
all he knows.
All he knows.
Yeah. It's crazy. Then we find out that she, as an escort, met one of the older rich men there.
Judith Light's husband.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, she looks like our daughter. And he's like, that's not our daughter.
No, but like, isn't that creepy?
Yeah.
He was looking for an escort that looked like his daughter,
Very,
like fucking his daughter. Ugh.
very weird.
Yeah,
Not good.
not good. We just kind of put that together. It didn't really.
No, they kind of, it was glossed over, I would
Glossed
say.
over.
A little bit. Oh, yeah. Another big plot point. She has to choose not whether to live or die because she's a service worker. She has to choose whether to die with the other chefs or to die with the rich people.
Right.
And yeah, that's where the cooking thing I could have been handled maybe I don't think the point was to be logical though,
No.
because she was saved by him making her a burger and him returning to his youth and letting her go.
And if she hadn't have asked for that burger, I think she was just like, fuck it, kill me with whoever.
I guess she had to be, yeah.
I enjoyed when the men had to run.
That was fun.
And
I thought
the
they were going to
women-
get like castrated.
I did too. I was like, what are they running from? But then I liked the women sitting around and
That was
talking
funny too, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely, it doesn't feel long. It doesn't feel short. It feels exactly the right amount of
perfect.
time.
Hour 45, I'd
It's
say.
great.
Yeah. Really
Really
recommend
liked it.
recommend the film.
And guess what? Ticket to Paradise is now off on Peacock
Oh, for free?
for free.
Oh, nice. Maybe we could watch that.
Maybe.
I also want to see Violent Night. I think I mentioned last week.
Oh,
but
yeah.
maybe we could go see that. The David
Violent
Harbour Christmas.
I do. I
Santa
want to
Claus
see that. Looks good.
Horror action.
Horror
film?
action film.
What else comes out this week? Let's see.
She Said
Oh,
is still in theaters.
I'm seeing Avatar on Thursday.
You are?
Yeah.
With who?
Jake.
Okay.
Reviews are really good.
Are they?
Yeah.
How
Like,
long is it?
Cool 3 hours.
Ooh. James Cameron.
But he can do whatever he wants.
I know.
The movie's going to make a ton of money.
I know. But
And
that's just a long movie.
If I were him, if I had that repertoire, I'd say this movie's going to be 3 hours. What studio wants to fund it? You know what I mean? I'm not going to, like,
Yeah.
fuck him. You know, the movie's going to be, he doesn't care. Go to the bathroom.
Remember there used to be that app, or maybe they still have it,
I
that
think they do, yeah.
you can press go right when the world is spinning when the movie starts, and then it'll tell you the best times to go to the bathroom during the movie.
Yeah.
Jake's
Yeah.
mom used to use it a lot. Susan, I'm gonna have to text her and find out what that was.
I think the only thing
Go pee, I think it's
I
called.
don't want it to spoil something for me.
No, but it just tells you, the alarm goes
Yeah.
off and says, go pee now if you have to go.
Okay. Empire of Light also.
Okay, Empire of Light. I just saw that preview. Is that the Olivia Colman?
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard it's okay.
I'm not
From what
quite
I've
sure what
heard.
it's about. Oh, it's called Run Pee, everybody. Run Pee.
Run P, if you're listening.
Get the app.
Yeah. Which is about, I think, a movie theater owner who has drama ensue around the theater
Okay.
closing or something around that.
Okay.
Because I don't know, there was one shot that confused me. It's like people like trying to break into the theater. I was like, what is happening in this trailer?
Yeah, I looked at the
But-
trailer and then I tried to read about it and then I was like, I'll figure this out later.
It'll be fine. I think.
And then there's
I
another
enjoyed it.
movie, Women Talking, that is in the
I have
in
heard
the
that's quite good.
in the universe. It's Rooney Mara, who we love.
Yeah, I do like her.
I love her. We want to hang out with that couple.
If it's ever in theaters, maybe I'll catch it. We'll see.
It's gonna be in theaters, I think.
Okay.
And it's about a colony of
Women talking.
women talking.
Yeah.
But I think it's they're like in an oppressive, like religious
Oh, gotcha.
community, and then sexual assault starts happening. It looks kind of dark, but it looks pretty good.
It's the time of year for the
Yeah.
dramatic fair, and the Pinocchio movie.
I did
which
see
Steve
that
said
came
is
out.
quite good.
Steve did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really want to see that. That's probably gonna win Best Animated.
It's on Netflix right now.
It's on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to watch that.
Just came out.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching Wednesday also.
Have you?
With tomorrow, yeah.
Can you do the dance?
The TikTok dance, I'm not really a fan of, to be honest with you.
Just the Wednesday dance. I don't know. I haven't watched it. And
The
is it
dancing
really
is
that
good.
good? I mean,
No.
Okay.
It's
like-
good.
it's getting
good,
a lot of.
but it's not like Stranger Things.
Okay.
It's not like Stranger Things.
It's not like Stranger Things.
It's like
little girls will like
it's
it.
good. You know,
Okay.
it's good. It's
What's
fine.
she from?
The new Scream movie? She's the girl from the beginning of that.
Oh, right.
That's all I know her from. But she's in some other stuff too. Who's the girl that played Wednesday in the original?
Not a clue. Oh, Christina Ricci?
Yeah, she's in it.
Oh,
As a teacher.
okay.
It's got a Hogwarts vibe.
Oh, I do like a Hogwarts
that's-
vibe.
That's I think why I like it.
Okay.
Because it really feels it's like a school for people like her and werewolves and vampires and
Oh,
weird
maybe I'll
and,
try
like-
it then.
So and there's like you can see a lot of inspiration. Gwendolyn Christie's in it. She's the principal.
What was her name?
Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne of Tarth.
She's good. Who else? Luis Gomez? Wait, is Gomez...
Gomez is the dad's name.
Is Luis Gomez a guy, though? That's a guy. He plays Gomez, whoever that is.
Oh.
And then, gosh, I don't even remember her name. Plays the mom.
Wednesday cast. Catherine Zeta-Jones plays Morticia?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. They're not in it a ton.
Oh, Louis
They're not in
Guzman.
it.
I see who this
Yeah.
is.
They're not in it a ton.
She was just at a... Fred Armisen's in it?
Oh, I haven't seen him
Uncle
yet.
Fester. Is that the
Oh.
hair?
I haven't. It's
Oh,
not.
no.
You don't really see the family that
You
much.
haven't seen them
because
yet.
it's about her going off to school.
Okay.
So it's more about Wednesday, truly,
Ugh,
than
I
anyone
love,
else.
love Fred Armisen.
But
Catherine
all the
Zeta-Jones' son was just in something, or she brought him to something, and he's an actor too.
who
Who knew?
was her husband? Was she married
Michael
to someone?
Douglas.
Oh, are they still married?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I forget what her... Dylan, maybe?
I don't know. I'm also watching Andor, the Star Wars show.
Andor?
Yeah, it's quite good. Really good, actually.
What realm of the universe are we?
It's
in?
so there was a movie that came out called Rogue One. Did you ever see that one?
I did.
And it's basically the Cassian Andor. He's like the Hispanic character in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He it's about him getting to that point. So it's like 5 years before. It's him. Stellan Skarsgård is in it as well.
Oh, I love those Skarsgård boys.
Moment.
The dad.
Yes, the dad. Stellan Skarsgård plays like kind of the guy that gets him involved, and it's about him getting involved in the rebellion. So it's got kind of that.
Was Stellan in any of the other Star Wars? I feel like he was at some point.
No,
Maybe
this is
not.
the only thing. I don't know what's going on with the camera.
That's all right.
Whatever.
Whatever.
We'll just lose video for this moment. But yeah. So it's about him like getting involved in the rebellion and stuff, and it's really well done. Honestly,
Who is George Lucas
feels like-
directing it, or
no, George Lucas hasn't been involved since he like sold it off to Disney.
Okay.
So it's but it's Tony Gilroy is the writer and showrunner, and he made the Bourne movies.
Okay.
So it's got this spy,
I need to see those.
serious aspect to it, and I genuinely think you could watch it even if you haven't like seen other Star Wars.
Is
stuff.
a lot of digital, world, or where
No,
do you
it's
think they
pretty.
film it?
It's on location. Like Scotland was like
Oh,
the first
wow.
big location. No, it's definitely one of the best looking things I've seen in Star Wars too. What else was gonna? Yeah, it feels kind of like in Hunger Games how there's that like rebellion feeling.
Yes.
It's got that feeling to it, and yeah, recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been watching My Housewives
I know.
all day today, My Real Housewives of Miami, but I'm going to finish White Lotus tonight. And then, of course, I think it's the season finale, part 1 tell-all of Sister Wives tonight. My Sister Wives fans, Janelle and Cody, are separated. Thank God, Janelle. Like, get the fuck out of there. Cody is the biggest.
Is this who I walked in on sitting in the rocking chair with his wives?
Yes.
Okay.
He's such an asshole.
What has he done that's so bad?
He's just a narcissist.
Gotcha. Well, I imagine if you
And
have
he's
3
so
wives,
awful
you
to
act
his
like a
kids.
total douche.
Like he's, I think the last point of just forgetting his eldest son's birthday and just being basically, he's always like, well, what are they doing to me? What are they doing to me? And look what they're doing to me. And look what they're doing to me. And I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're the dad. It doesn't matter. You have to reach out. Those are your kids. And if they're mad at you, it's not their job to be like, well, they're hurting me. They're hurting their kids. You're the parent.
Yeah, step up.
Anyway, I'm kind of invested in the Sister Wives of it all right now. So, I mean, I kind
How
of
is
fast
it?
forward.
Isn't it like
'cause
illegal
it's
or
boring.
something?
Yeah, but they don't really prosecute it. They're in Arizona and Flagstaff right now. They
Okay.
moved from Utah. But this is the dissolution of the Sister Wives for sure. Like it's gonna be like Christine already left, Janelle separated. Mary, his first wife, has just hung out. She's like, we don't hang out together. He never comes over and visits me. We don't have an intimate part of our marriage and haven't for a long time, but I stay. And he's like, and I never really want to see Mary naked again or whatever. I mean,
Oh
I don't
my
think
God.
he said that, but that's what he means.
Wait, so
So
is
he's
one of them properly legally married and the others aren't? Is that how it works?
Yeah, that started off a big. They had like 3 wives and a bunch of
Is
kids.
it just this family that we're focusing on? Okay.
3 wives and a bunch of kids, and then like 10 years after he married his 3rd wife, he decided to add a 4th wife, Robin.
Okay.
And
Why did Robin want to get involved?
who the hell knows? But
Okay.
she had kids from a previous marriage. I think she grew up with plural stuff around. They got married, and he divorced one of his wives and legally married Robin so that he could adopt her kids or something. I mean,
Wow.
But really, Cody just wants to live with Robin. He doesn't want these other wives. He wants Robin.
But he's not down with like divorcing them or anything?
No,
or he
he's
wants
he's
to-
just the worst person that has ever walked this planet.
So is this like a reunion you said?
Yeah, but they do a tell-all, and it's always one-on-one. They're not
So
like
it's not
talking
all of them
together.
Okay, understood.
So I'm gonna watch a little of that too.
Alrighty.
What else did I watch recently on HBO? Oh, on Peacock. I just have to say one more thing. The Casey Anthony thing. Do you remember that when that was going on? Casey Anthony.
Yeah, definitely.
They did this whole 3-part
Big fan of that,
documentary
you
on
were.
her, and it was interesting. I don't know. Weird, messed up family.
So she's like didn't get put in jail, right?
No.
Why is she in the spotlight again?
She's finally telling her story, I guess. 20 years
Why?
later.
Probably because they paid her, I imagine.
I'm sure they did, but there is something to the fact that her attorneys like employ her. Her attorneys have employed her this last however many years and like believe her. And I just don't think that's.
So what was the story with that? So her baby was like found in her trunk or something of that.
They couldn't find her. She
Her
reported
kid?
her 31.
Or her.
The kid, Kaylee. She reported her missing after 31 days. And there was a smell in the trunk, and there was chloroform, and there was, and then they found her bones like 2 miles away from their house in their neighborhood. And she says that her dad sexually abused her when she was younger, and her dad did something with Kaylee. Like she either drowned in the pool and he did something with her, but she didn't report it because she just didn't know what to do. And she thought her dad kept saying everything was going to be okay and blah, blah, blah. Now listen, she had Kaylee when she was young, around the same time I had you. And who knows what happened when she was little? Maybe, who knows? But to not report your child missing for 30 days, like,
But what if like
her mental health was like,
her
fucked.
mental health was so bad that
Yeah.
and I imagine she felt like really wanted to believe her dad, and her dad was like, everything's gonna be fine, like she's coming back soon, like. And
Yeah,
he
it
was
was,
like, I don't know.
it was weird. But that family's fucked up.
I'm
clearly.
surprised was there just no like evidence though that she did it properly, like
I
no
guess
proper
beyond
evidence?
a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, I guess so. Dang.
So
Surprised the jury did that. Would you have voted guilty?
after watching the entire trial, yeah.
You would have?
Yeah.
Really? Dang. But what if you were the only guilty vote and there's like 10 people and they're like, hey, come on now? Because it doesn't have to be unanimous.
It has to be unanimous, and they have to reach a verdict. So I'm sure there were some that were on
Yeah, and then on the fence.
on the fence and then got swayed for different
Wow.
reasons, because there is a reasonable doubt, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's a heavy,
Yeah,
thing.
I'm not going to watch that.
but I like watching. Like I'm like
No.
housewives, movies, and shows about murder.
I keep it pretty.
You're like
Pretty.
space.
Yeah, I like to be
You like to go into another
willfully
world.
ignorant of the world.
Yeah, I'm like
At this point, I just
doing
want
a
to be happy.
Dateline binge, and then I'm like, why
Yeah.
am I so sad?
Yeah,
Oh, I need to watch something happy.
exactly. I want my drama to be scripted.
Yeah. Me, not so much.
Yeah. Anything else, or All right, so we're going to wrap it up this week for the 21st episode of the Stir Crazy podcast. Leave your thoughts and comments below.
We love comments. We would
follow on whatever podcast network you listen to, and subscribe on YouTube.
If you view it, subscribe. There's another button that says subscribe. We have a lot of viewerships. We need you to press that subscribe
We got
button.
a pretty good amount of subscribers now,
just saying,
37
get
or
up
so. Yeah, goal is 1,000
Ooh,
after we get to 100. But I think 1,000 is a good long-term goal.
long-term goal. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then the next goal will be 10, then 50, then 100, then 1,000,000.
We just keep raising the number.
Oh yeah, can't ever stop having goals.
Can't ever stop having goals.
Without a goal, you can't score.
Without a goal, you can't score.
Yeah.
You can still score if you don't have
Without
a goal.
a goal? Where are you gonna score?
Goal. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Or any game.
What is this?
What game can you score without a goal in? Wrestling?
Oh.
I guess. Ping pong, maybe. Tennis?
No, you still have a score that you have to,
Yeah, but I guess like
A
soccer,
goal.
football.
not an actual
You know,
goal.
you need a goal. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway,
We digress.
thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Sweaty ball.